one of the things that so badly undermined public trust in the NIH in particular, and I think you addressed this when you were before the committee the first time for your confirmation hearing, was the work that NIH did and funded at the Wuhan Institute of Virology for coronavirus gain-of-function research, and of course lied about it. For 2 years or more, NIH denied that there had been any funding whatsoever that had gone to Wuhan, and then ultimately had to admit after public reporting that indeed there had been gain-of-function research with NIH money through EcoHealth Alliance that had gone to Wuhan. My question to you is this: has the NIH done under your leadership now a thorough review of all of the grants or other funding streams that may have gone not only to Wuhan, but to other labs in China? Do we have a handle now on what NIH was doing over the last decade plus in funding? I think this is so important because we were misled. I say we, I mean the American people were misled and lied to. And those of us who said, wait a minute, we think there's a funding stream there, we were called conspiracy theorists, kooks, crazies. It turns out it was 100% correct. So has NIH done a review of what funding streams have gone to Wuhan and to other labs?
So I've been focused primarily on making sure that we don't currently have or in the future have. So I put in policies to have better oversight of foreign collaborations. I've worked very hard on the dangerous gain of function. We paused 40 grants that have some potential risk of dangerous gain of function and put in policy so that never happens again. Because to me, that's the most important thing. We can't ever do it again. I'm working on the review. It's a long review, and and I'd love to work with Congress, and it's something that other parts of the administration are also interested in. It's a long, complicated story that unfortunately doesn't just involve the NIH. It also involves partners, foreign partners, and so I think it's something that we really should do, but we haven't. I can't tell you we've completed it at this point.
Don't you think that accountability is important? I mean, don't you think to restore public trust is important that we level with the American people, that there's transparency, that we correct the record and say, here's actually what your government did with your tax money? Maybe it'll be little. I mean, maybe there won't be much beyond what went to Wuhan. I hope that's the answer. Maybe it's more than that. Whatever it is, I think the public deserves to know. And frankly, having been misled, this body was misled. Maybe this committee, certainly the Homeland Security Committee, was misled for the better part of 2 years when we were told over and over and over and over, no tax money ever went to Wuhan, no gain of function research. That was a lie. That was a lie from the leaders of NIH at the time. I think those lies need to be corrected, and the facts, all of the facts, however sordid and unpleasant they may be for the institution, need to come out so that the public can say, okay, we've cleaned house here. We've got some confidence in what our own government is doing with our tax money. Don't you agree with that?
I do agree with that. Like after a patient dies in a hospital, there's often a conference, a morbidity and mortality conference, where there's just an honest conversation what went wrong. I think the United States desperately needs that.
Yeah, desperately. Well, will you make that a priority in your time at NIH?
Happy to collaborate with you and others in Congress to make that happen.
Good. I think it's absolutely vital.